bust the line.
What was he gonna drive?
What? Are we live?
Yeah. So I better put
I
my
guess we're
Cadbury
live.
eggs away.
Welcome, everybody. My name is Dave Z.
I'm Bree Molitor.
And you are tuning into Hill number 2 for the Interco season opener for the Central Rock Racing Series. That's right, we're in the Central Division today, the Central Region for the National Rock Racing Association. We have had an amazing time this weekend so far. Bree?
We have. We started things off with the UTV class yesterday. And
what happened with that, Bree? Tell them.
Well, even though it was rainy and muddy, those guys raced hard out there. They got 2 times around the course that was picked out. It was rocky and technical, and it was a pretty cool course, though. And Paul Wolf pulled off the win, and then Cash LeCroy in second place, and Timmy Cameron in third. And now we are on to Hill 2 for the bouncers. We just finished up Hill 1 a little while ago. Hopefully we got our satellites straightened out. It's very windy here today, if you can't tell. And the wind might be what is affecting. I know everybody was saying how the picture was a little bit grainy last time. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully we got it straightened out. Speaking of wind.
Yeah, it's picking up. We are expected to have 20 to 40 mile an hour gusts today, but I promise you, we are not complaining. It is a gorgeous day here out in Bridgeport.
Sunshine makes it all worth it.
I will be going over Hill number 1's results. And for those of you who did watch the feed and understood that Randall Key, we couldn't get his time immediately. Randall Key does have a time, and we'll get to that in a second. So, Timmy Cameron ended up topping Hill number 1, besting it with a time of 17:67, about a second and a half faster than Ryan Boyd. Ryan Boyd ended up in second. Bobby Tanner with a smoking run, third place. Bubba Bacon right behind him in fourth, and his brother Lil Tim Bacon in 5th place. It was one heck of a day of racing. John Campbell in his pretty powerful, that Turbo LS motor, that reject fab buggy of his. John Campbell ended up in 6th on Hill number 1. The Attitude buggy, that pretty ignorant, 1,300 plus horsepower motor.
Crazy.
That Attitude buggy of Matt Schessler's ended up him in 7th place, with Larry Krog in 8th, Brandon Davis in 9th, and one heck of a nice guy, Jay Storts, ended up in 10th place on Hill number 1. This is going to be a pretty interesting second hill, Bree, yes?
That's what I'm hearing, Dave. And from looking at it, I think it is too. There's a vertical section at the top we've talked about a bit, so hoping we don't have too much carnage, too many rollovers off of that. I bet it'll eventually get flattened out after we've had enough drivers coming up over it, but you never know. We got Lil Tim Bacon on the line, going to start us off on Hill 2.
Copy Timothy Bacon on the line. Send him.
All righty. They're about to send them.
Copy Timothy Bacon on the line. Send him.
Dave, what do you need to tell everybody? You haven't told them yet.
If you love you some bacon, you need to hit that share button right now. Hit that share button for us, people.
Okay.
18.68.
Make it look easy.
These guys are just too good. They're not supposed to make it look that easy, Dave.
Well, I guarantee you the other drivers just saw that and said, well, now we can go fast.
This is true.
So that's usually when It happens. And speaking of bacon,
We got all kinds of bacon going on here.
we got Papa bacon. A big old slab of bacon right there. Come on, folks. If you love you some Tal Humphreys, hit that share button. That's right, Tal. We miss y'all today. Thanks, Shane. Wow.
18.94. Jamie Cold Iron, that is a good question. They're not supposed to make it look this easy.
Thanks for pointing that out, Jamie. Old Chief Cold Iron. He said, where's the hard part? Well, looky there. I know that buggy anywhere right there, huh?
Oh, yeah. Iconic.
Hey, if you guys love you some Bobby Tanner, hit that share button. Come on.
Oh, man.
Come on, Bobby. Come on, Bob.
Oh.
Come on, Bob.
Who put that tree there?
Oh! He's up.
No.
Oh.
Shoot. Well, he tried to bring it back, but it wasn't meant to be today.
No. It's going to be a long ride back to Homewall, Tennessee. But I guarantee you he had a good time. Crowd is giving it up for him.
I think something broke. Seems like
Turn around. Turn around. Oh, someone was riding with him. No? Well, Clyde.
Do you have somebody in a UTV that can come and get it?
Is that Bobby? Is it Bobby?
Probably.
His fire sheet doesn't look like
Hmm.
Or his helmet.
All right, y'all. We're going to get Old Blue back on all four. Stick with us here, and we'll have... looks like we might have Clint Evans up on the line next. We'll see. David Dempsey, we are happy to help.
Up. Yeah.
Didn't look like it.
He was starting to run.
It doesn't look like him.
I guess it's the helmet.
He's got Adam's jacket doing it.
Okay, so I was like, that is not his fire suit.
Yeah, we got a little confused over here. That didn't look like normal Bobby Tanner accessories right there. But yeah, they are saying that is Bobby Tanner.
The costume change was throwing us off
For
there
sure.
a little bit.
Maybe it's Bobby Stone. I don't know. And we have Lil Tim Bacon in the production trailer with us. That's right. He's working it behind the camera. Hey Tim, you got any sponsors you'd like to thank? I know you got a lot of folks. Here, take this. Come on over here. Or come on around real quick. We know how much he loves being on camera with us.
You're not even on right now.
No. Yeah, we're not
Here
on the
you go.
thing. So I know you got a lot of people.
No, I got two: Scorpion Off Road and Apollo 1.
Talk
with
to
Adam Ringer.
That's it. Adam does so much for the
If it
sport.
wasn't for Adam, I wouldn't be here today.
Amen.
Hey, I got an Apollo calendar today. Pretty snazzy.
Oh yeah, me and Dad both are on it.
Yes, sir. And what's Scorpion doing for you?
Everything they can. Anything I ask, they usually get on it and knock it out.
You know, it's just so amazing how these companies not just help one person, but usually the people that are so good to these drivers are just such amazing companies to work with.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, in general, you know.
Yeah.
So,
I gotta give a shout out to my wife and kids too. My daughter's playing all-star tournament back home.
heck yeah. And what a smoke and run, man. We weren't expecting. Were you expecting it to be that much of a like a driveway hill number 2, or was it?
I knew the top would be smooth. The bottom was a little rough, but just got to work your way through it. Get on the big hill, and mat it.
Hey, I know you got a lot of fans. I mean, when we talk about any slab of bacon hitting the line, everybody gets kind of excited. What are your plans and goals? Do you have any goals for this year as far as the series?
Finish every race. That's my only goal.
I
Finish
like
every
that.
race.
Now,
Allison
Yeah, I
said
seen-
that your daughter's winning right now.
Good deal.
how about that? Hey, who out there loves them some bacon? If you got any questions for Little Tim Bacon, please speak now or forever hold your peace.
Once in a lifetime chance.
That's it. This is it. You don't understand. We conned him into this. Oh, we got Mr. Forbes. What's up, Kenny Forbes? How you doing, brother? Wish you were here. You're right, Mr. Sorensen. They are hurting some feelings today.
So when is the Adventures of Dave and Bree starting?
I don't know, Dave. You should have seen us on the way here with Jack and Jonathan and the
Oh, yeah?
truck. We didn't get in until 6 in the morning, so everyone was a little delirious.
Yeah.
All right, Clint Evans.
Yeah, here. I'm going to turn this over to you.
Okay.
Thanks, Tim.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tim. James Cantrell wants to know if you got that razor ready.
You got that razor ready?
Tim.
James Cantrell. James Cantrell wants to know.
You tell James I'll be ready.
You
There you
heard that,
go,
James.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. You don't think it could be with them 46-inch tires that broke something?
Now this hill's all nice and dried out from all the sun. There's probably
Uh-huh.
some pretty killer traction out there.
Good. Hey, y'all. We got about 400 of y'all watching right now. What I need for you to do is hit that like button,
We
hit
need
that
more
share
than
button.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, this is crazy. Let's get a couple thousand at least.
Show some love for these drivers.
Show some love.
Are you recording again?
We appreciate it. We got over 400 shares for hill number 2. Why don't we try to double that? Y'all need to share this,
Okay.
baby. Share them to your pages. Share them to your personal profiles. We really, really appreciate it. We're not charging for this thing. We could very easily do a pay-per-view, charge you about 50 cents each to watch this thing, but we don't want to do that. All we're asking is for you to hit that share button. We do appreciate it. Thank you.
Steve Howell, you were a little too slow there. You're going to have to ask Lil Tim in person someday now. You missed your once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Oh. We got Ryan Bramhall.
I see a Hulk buggy.
Whoa.
Hello.
Or is that Richie Keith?
That's Ryan.
Sounded like Richie. off
Ryan
the line.
with the probably Richie talking in his ear telling him go, go, go. Oh, come on. All right, now that shot shows you how steep the hill is at the top. I
That's a
believe
wall.
much better than it was looking. There we go.
32.24.
32-24, 32-24 for Ryan Bramhall. We have just gotten hill number 2 underway. This is the season opener for the National Rock Racing Association, brought to you by Interco Tire.
All right, guys. I know the feed is getting a little bit blurry here and there. I see your comments. It is very windy here today, and it's wreaking a little bit of havoc with some of our satellites. So you'll just have to bear with us. We're doing what we can.
And we want to thank you for your continued support, Mr. Merrill. And we also want to thank Forrest, Roland, and the entire CRRS clan for letting that Hitman buggy do what it does out here. It's being passed around like a cheap date, right, Brie?
Something like that, Dave. All right, Steven Rogers with his brand new Unloyal buggy.
Come on, Steve. Brand new Jimmy Smith buggy. Young Steven Rogers, who's been racing our UTV series, stepping up to the plate in a big bouncer. Yeah!
Nice.
That's what I'm talking about. 2234. 2234. All right, so that was a 2234 from Steven Rogers. We're about to give you the top 5.
Craig Brown, we're at Bridgeport, Texas right now in the Northwest OHV Park. So, enjoying some beautiful sunshine today, finally.
So far, we've got Little Tim Bacon with an 1868. That's the time to beat, 1868. And his daddy, Big Tim Bacon, with an 1894, less than a quarter second. Steven Rogers in third, and Ryan Bramhall is currently sitting in fourth place. And boy, we got a lot of drivers to go, don't we?
Oh yeah, a lot of awesome drivers. We've got quite the lineup today. What's up, Brian?
We're having a blast out here. The weather just turned out to be spectacular. Earlier in the week, I wrote Mr. SRRS himself, Clyde Bynum. I sent him a screenshot of the weather report, and I said, it's going to make it good, isn't it? It was 80% rain on both Friday and Saturday, and he goes, yep. Because we understand that, sunny days are nice, but rain usually makes these things a bit more interesting.
A bit more interesting, yes, you could say. Although we've kind of got the best of both right now. We had mud from yesterday, but the wind today is keeping the dust down, so we're doing pretty good.
Thank you, Mr. Molitor. That's a mouthful.
You should know how to say Molitor by now, Dave.
I am kind of like family, in a way.
In a way, yeah. We just
as we all are. God's family.
Is this DC?
Sam Carter.
Oh, Sam. Okay.
In the
Sam
CRRS
Carter
buggy.
doing his thing in a rental today.
That's what's up.
Oh, they didn't
boy.
get the timer yet, though. Come on, Sam. Go right, go right.
He's having some problems with that steering.
What's the, is that a belt hanging off the
It
front?
may be. Yeah, it looks like his steering belt's done.
Ah.
Use that right foot to steer it, baby. What was the time on that? Did he have a time?
3507.
3507.
Pierre Peters, Wisconsin is actually the patron state of the Molitors. That's where all my family is from.
That's right.
So, glad to hear it.
We claim Wisconsin.
That's right. How's it going, Mitzi? See y'all at Windrock.
That's right.
Thanks for the update, Jimmy Flynn. Not looking forward to coming home to that tomorrow.
Old Jimmy Flynn, the mayor of Dry Creek. What's going on, Jimmy Flynn? Now, Jimmy, I may not be a smart man, but I know it's a heck of a day for some rock bouncing. We love us some Jimmy Flynn here at the SRRS.
I'm waiting on a confirmation that court's clear. Copy court's clear. Copy Jay Stort's on the line.
We got Jake Stort's on the line. Come on, Jay. Jay had a nice showing on hill number 1. Believe he was in 10th place overall. Wow. Wow.
Nice.
17.64. 17.64.
We have a new leader, and
All
his
right.
name is Jay Stort's. 17.64.
6'4", I believe.
Okay. I hope they can get that belt fixed in time so DC Thompson can run for Timmy Chuck Racing.
That's true.
All right, and for those of you who are just tuning in right now, love you guys. Need to hit that like button, need to hit that share button. Currently, Jay Stort's is sitting on top of the heap on hill number 2 with a 1764. Then we have Lil Tim Bacon with an 1868. Then Big Bacon with an 1894. Steven Rogers in his brand new Unloyal buggy with a 2238. Ryan Bramhall and Sam Carter rounding out 6th place. You got that right, Anthony.
Ray Merrill thinks TC will be at about 15 seconds. We'll see what happens.
You are tuning in to hill number 2, the season opener of the National Rock Racing Association. We are in the we're in the Central region, and it's being brought to you by none other than
Interco Tire.
Interco Tire.
They keep us rolling.
I know they keep me rolling. I got some SXs.
Who doesn't have SX?
I'm just saying, I know you do. You rock them.
I do.
Speaking of you rocking them, how about that new buggy of yours that your dad's been working
I
tirelessly
think
on?
Dad's in the shop working on it right now.
Probably.
He's it's been a fun project for him, and I really hope he brings it out and whips on some of the UTV guys this year. I think it's about time for Chad Molitor to get back in the race circuit.
Speaking of UTV guys, I want to personally give a shout out to Super ATV for keeping things rolling. I know it's Bouncer Day today, but Super ATV takes care of so many of our drivers, and brings you great shows like this. So, big shout out to Super ATV.
Tony Carter, yes, John Campbell is here. He won't be running for a little while yet, but he's here.
Yeah. Hey, Kyle. Well, come on and see us at the Dirty Turtle, right?
Dirty Turtle's a nice park. I like that.
Man, I tell you what, Rebecca Webb Bacon keeps us all going. It's like she sponsors this show. We appreciate it, Rebecca.
Rebecca, we needed you here adding up points yesterday.
Yeah, Rebecca, if there's any data that we can give you right now so you can let us know who wins at the end of the show, we really appreciate it.
What place was Will on the first hill?
I don't have that right now. Wow. That looks like Richie Keith.
Oh, man.
All right, we got Richie Keith in the Hulk buggy.
Come on, Richie.
That's right. I said Richie Keith coming off a bad back injury last year. He's got a buggy in the works. And from what I hear, it's going to be something else.
You know, anytime you're not driving your own buggy, it's a little bit different.
I don't know where he's going.
I don't know where he's going, but he made it out of the top.
He's coming over here to the production trailer, I think.
Maybe he decided to come on in for his interview.
What was Richie Keith's time? No, that's right. He didn't come out the top.
Looked like he might have broke something. Did you see something hanging on the bottom?
DNF. Richie with a DNF, but boy, he's having a good time. You know, it does an old man's heart good when you pull up, and there you see Adam Ringer, Bobby Tanner, and Richie Keith.
You know it's going to be a good day of racing.
It's going to be a great day of racing.
Becca says she's got her spreadsheet going.
That's what's up, Rebecca Webb. Man. Timmy is that Timmy?
It sure is.
All right, y'all. Timmy Cameron, leader of hill number 1. Look how low to the ground he is. Look at this. Straight out the top. That's the time to beat. 14:49, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, we had a lot of comments going earlier about his suspension and how, you know, that's just one of the main things that really contributes to him being head and shoulders above the rest in some ways, and you could see it just working coming up this hill and how low he stayed.
For sure. You know, it's kind of crazy. In the UTV class, you know, Timmy was dominating for a couple of years, but then you have people like Travis Skelton, Jamie Coldiron, Paul Wolf, and so many others that have pretty much caught up to him. And I think we're getting to a point in the bouncer class where we're starting to see, the machines are hitting that level, and also the drivers are getting race time and additional seat time. So they're definitely keeping Tim on his toes. But Timmy, after these past 2 runs, is showing that he wants a 5th national title.
He intends to stay on top.
Who's going to stop him? Hey, comment in the section down below. Who's going to take Timmy out this year?
All right, Matt Schisler.
Speaking of people taking Timmy out this year, we've got the wild man himself, Matt Schisler. Kyle Hankins, they get 50 points for first place. You can go to srrs.rocks and see the point structure there. They have the complete breakdown for you. That's it, Matt.
20.40. Matt Schisler in the Attitude buggy. Pam Williams, we're looking forward to heading your way. Old Bikini Bottoms is always a fun place to wheel. Larry Krog is on the line.
Looks like we got Mr. Richie Keith coming on in.
Richie. We got the Yeti seat of honor here for our guests.
Seat of water or something. Right.
Nice.
17.02.
Larry Krog with a 17.02. And Dave, maybe you can give us a rundown of our top 3 currently.
I sure will.
Nope. That's a lot of horsepower.
All right, we got Richie Keith in here, guys. Richie,
hey folks,
talk to us. Tell us what
but before Richie tells us about his run, please do me a favor. If you have any questions for one of the legends of the sport, throw them in the comments section over here. Richie would be more than happy to answer you.
hey, thanks to Ryan Brumhoff for even let me drive it. I came down here and didn't have nothing to drive, but I knew, it'd probably happen. That's horsepower. Those tires are hooking like unbelievable, and awesome heels. But he's got something. He's got to try to tame it. It's more than I've ever been in.
Yeah?
It's more like a motocross bike with a power band. It is. Everybody wants to get in and go, but
Yeah.
but it'll be an awesome buggy if he gets her tamed up a little bit.
Okay. I saw when you kind of made that curve at the bottom, you had a little bit of trouble. And is that just kind of what you're saying? Just the trying to control, all the power you got there?
Yeah, Ryan said he went up in first gear all the way to there, then he shifted once he got off the top. And I stayed in low gear, but man, you just, especially low gear and take off, there ain't no give at all. And it just, whoop, there she went.
And all of a sudden you were further down the road than you meant.
We do have a question here from some gentleman named Chad Molitor. Is that how you pronounce that?
Sounds about right, Dave.
Yeah, Chad Molitor wants to know, how much power are you going to have in the new buggy, sir?
It'll be about the same. It'll be right around 1,000 horsepower.
Okay.
And you want to talk about the new?
Yeah.
buggy?
And
Yeah,
it's,
a couple people asking.
Justin has done an awesome job on it, reject valve. It's just we didn't have enough time, the motor, to get it here and tune it and stuff like that. So he's new in the sport and building, and we want to do the best we can for him. But the new one will be, we haven't sold anything, and there's 2 or 3 more things going to come out in a later date. But the new buggy is going to be, we thought about naming her a Nutrisystem. If you remember years ago, a long time ago, Timmy had Fat Girl.
Yes.
And the next one was a whole lot lighter, so you called it Jenny Craig. So I may name it Marie Osborne.
Woo! That's Agnes.
That's a bad sounding buggy
sounds
right
like
there
Agnes.
now. He's got that thing tuned in. I mean, especially them tires he's got on there. Look at that. Look at that.
Straight out the top.
That's awesome.
17.84, 17.84, and I'm pretty sure.
Before you run off, there's a great question here. JJ wants to know, do you know how we could possibly minimize back injuries in the sport? We know that you have had your fair share. You got any advice for some young folks in the game?
Start out where we're at now. I mean, back in the day, and I was watching the thing at Mac come out with 2, 3, and 4 coming up here. Me and Bobby was in these buggies,
The Rock Rods DVDs.
rock rods, 2, 3, and 4, and we didn't have helmets. We didn't have nothing. It ain't cool. Be as safe as you can, and as you see, these guys here are taking it to the limit. So let's take the safety to the limit.
Yeah, use your neck support, wear the full face helmets, get the seat that fits you.
Absolutely. If you can't afford that, start with that first. And if you got any money left, then buy you a buggy.
Amen. Amen.
I mean, really.
It's good advice.
All right.
How's Blake doing?
Rebecca, that was the Agnes buggy. Is that Aaron driving today?
Yes.
Aaron and the Agnes buggy was who just went with the 1784.
What tires are you going to be running? Bill Adair is asking.
Right. On the new buggy?
Yes, sir.
It'll probably just still be the cut stickies. I mean, we just have to try them and see. I'm going to watch these guys run these for a while and just see what they do, because they hook up. Sometimes, spinning can be helpful, but there's some other things we can try.
Yes.
All right, we got Will Stewart.
Will Stewart.
Going postal on this hill.
Yeah, Will Stewart had a bit of a, it sounded like his motor was stuttering on the first hill. But he just showed us why he won the King of
not
the
stuttering
Hammer
now.
shootout.
Exactly. Will's doing an awesome job. I remember when Will moved from here to Tennessee. He's doing an awesome job now. That's right.
He lives not too far from me now. Not too far from you either.
Yeah, he lives in between us. We see him all the time, but he's definitely committed to the sport, and that's what it's all about.
And talking about committed to the sport, that puts him in second place for this hill with a 16:43. Currently, if you're just tuning in, Timmy Cameron is leading. Timmy Cameron laid down just a smoking run. It just showed what kind of suspension and the dedication of tuning that he just has. That suspension tuning dialed in. What can you say about that,
Timmy?
Richie?
I knew when Timmy started, for the most part, and Timmy, he'd be riding somewhere tomorrow. He's not ever satisfied with what he's got. He don't want to roll it over. He puts the time and the effort in to do this.
Here's our guy, Richie.
You got that right. Hey, hats off to this guy right here.
You know, Bobby's somewhere nearby out there.
I'll guarantee you, Bobby is somewhere, and Adam somewhere. Here you go.
That's it, Randall. That's what I'm talking about, Randall.
17.56.
Smoked it.
Nice.
Randall, they just ain't enough hats you can take off for him. I mean, for us to change oil in a buggy is 30 minutes. For him, it was 2 hours. But he gets it done.
Yeah.
And it's great.
Amazing.
It's just amazing. But look at how much Randall's come along. And Randall's one of the biggest keys you'll see whenever he got hurt in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
You know, I told him when I flew back with him on a jet, I said, Randall, I'm not ever riding with you again. Never. I'm not going to watch you kill yourself. And I told him, I said, until you get a good seat, the next time we got him an ISP seat, he said, but I can't see. And they think that's cool. But that's Randall Key now. If he won't give his seat up now. He said he wouldn't even drive it.
And it looks like we got SLM Racing tuning in from Kentucky. What's up, Kyle Crouch? And we got John Campbell on the course. Man, that reject,
Woo, he aired out up
reject
there.
buggy is working.
4.75 from John Campbell.
That puts him in second place on that hill.
Nice.
Just a few hundredths of a second behind Mr. Tim Cameron.
Man, we got people nipping at Timmy's heels this year. It's going to be interesting. It did, yeah.
Did Timmy get air?
None. And
Timmy didn't get any air on
now,
either hill.
You know, every one of these drivers who are competitive, they're saying to themselves, how much time did I leave on the course? And when John Allen goes back and watches the tape, he's going to know beyond a shadow of a doubt that getting up that high cost him the lead.
He'll get a good picture out of it, but tires in the air don't keep you moving.
You know, like I said before, I'm 54 and too old to learn how to drive, so I might as well get the pictures. You know,
Richie Keith, 14.1 on John Allen.
that's awesome. Thank y'all.
Richie, thanks for hanging out
Thank you
with
so
us.
much,
Y'all
sir.
have a safe trip home.
Yeah, you too. Have fun.
Ladies and
Oxygen.
gentlemen, one of the legends in the sport. That was Richie Keith. What a treat. Hey, Clyde, what was the time?
For John.
14.
14 something. What was John's time? 7.5.
1475.
See who we have coming
Man,
up
what-
here. So,
What an honor to have Richie Keith in here.
oh, Richie. Gotta love Richie. Brandon Davis is on the line, and if you're just joining us today, we're here in Bridgeport, Texas, Northwest OHV Park, enjoying some awesome sunshine and some awesome rock bouncing. We're on Hill 2, and
All right.
Brandon Davis is out on
You
the
hear
course.
that? Brandon Davis is definitely going to try to shave a second or two off of this. Great job, Brando. Great
Nice.
job.
16.58.
16.58. You know, we call him Mr. Consistency, and I would say that Brandon is probably one of the most, I don't know how to word it. He approaches this sport with some strategy, and he's, as much as we love to see our drivers just hit these hills as hard as they can, Brandon comes at this with a really level-headed kind of competitiveness and strategy, and his wife Cheryl always is in his ear on the radio too while he's racing, so it's cool to see them work together as a team and come out to all these races together, and he's such a competitive driver. He didn't get his nickname for nothing. Oh, Zach.
Matt Christian.
Matt Christian
Copy Matt Christian on the
sitting on the line.
Alrighty. Currently on hill number 2, Timmy Cameron is in the lead with a 14:49. Can Matt Christian best the time?
2:33.51.
Hey, y'all slacking on me out there. Do me a favor, hit that share button real quick. Let's build this up. All righty, and we got another Matt on the line. This one is of the Holt type. Matt Holt. In the ADHD buggy.
Also known as hyperactive.
Yeah. Come on, Matt.
Oh, Clark Cooper, don't be hating. It doesn't matter how you get your buggy. Still takes seat time and dedication to drive it well.
Come on, Matty. He needs to hit it. There we go.
Come on, Matt.
That's what I'm talking. That's what I'm talking about, Matt Holt.
23.80.
Put them man pants on. That's right.
Oh, you know he's going to be on top
I
of the
tell
world
you
after
what,
this.
I've been giving Matt Holt some crap for a year now, and he just showed me, didn't he?
He showed you, Dave.
That's right. Let me get a
Good
time
for
on
him.
Matt
Good
Holt.
for him.
23.80. Now, it's no secret. I apologize for getting a little animated there, but we have been trying to work with Matt Holt, and that was the first time in a year that Matt found himself, wouldn't you say? I mean, he's been trying to work up to it.
Yeah, I said that earlier while, during the break between hills, that Matt has come a long way since the beginning of last season.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got a busy man in here.
Oh,
We got Shane Christensen on the line, and we have Mr. Consistency in the booth with us, Mr. Brandon Davis. What's up, Brando?
Hey, how is everybody? Where'd we end up? What was our time?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
we
see.
did.
That's why you came
why I'm
to the
here.
booth with us.
Let's look at the computer.
16:58.
All right, Shane Christensen is out on the track.
Come on, Shano. Now that was smooth. That sounded good.
That was good.
16.56.
It's crazy how
Very
tight the
respectable.
runs are this hill.
Yeah, it is. Both hills.
Yeah, both hills.
I know. I was.
I think
you
they're-
made me eat
I think
my
they're hard
words earlier.
enough. They're hard enough.
Was that 16.56?
Yeah, I think that's what.
Holy crap.
You were
That's
supposed
crazy.
to make this hill look a little more difficult. Not
Yeah,
a
everybody's
walk
in the
park.
16s. That's crazy. Here goes Bubba Bacon.
Ray Merrill says, "What's up?"
Hey, Mr. Ray, how are you, son?
Timmy Chuck says, "Good run."
Thank you.
Wow. Okay,
Wish
look.
you could have made it, buddy.
Bubba Bacon, baby. Both Tim and Timmy are in 10th and 11th place on this hill.
Very good. That was a good run.
14.84. Dave, we need a top three rundown.
Third place. First place is Mr. Tim Cameron. Second place, out of Memphis, Tennessee, Johnny Campbell. And in third place, Mr. Bubba Bacon just etched his way in.
Wow.
Was that 14 point?
I'm going to get this camera back.
Thank you, buddy.
Yep.
All right, that was Brandon Davis of Davis
Thanks,
Racing.
Brandon.
Who would have thought 3 years ago we'd be running the hill like this in 14 seconds?
Clyde says, "Who would have
was
thought
Bubba's
3
time?
years ago we'd be running a hill like this in 14 seconds?"
14
That just goes to
points.
show you how far these machines have come in the last few years, and the drivers.
I know a lot of you out there when I was saying earlier that not only the machines were catching up, but the drivers were catching up to Timmy Cameron. I'm telling you right now, you look at these times. You can't slip because we got Bubba Bacon on his tail. We got John Campbell on his tail. Will Stewart, who had a stutter step, he's right there. Shane Christensen is right there. And, of course, Brandon Davis. He was on. He was on early. He spent 10, 15 minutes with us.
He said it was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Hey, one of the questions after you walked off, what kind of, I'm talking to Lil Tim Bacon, what kind of horsepower are you making in yours? About 600. There you go. So he's making but that's 600 to the ground.
All right, is this Ryan Boyd? Ryan Boyd on the track. Nice, 16.08. Ryan Boyd, and underrated.
Now, I'm not a rocket scientist. I don't pretend to be one. But that puts Ryan Boyd pretty close to on the podium for the day.
Hey, Clyde. What's the status on Hitman? Do you know?
I don't.
Okay. Tim Sorensen. We know they're looking for, or they were looking for a belt at least for Hitman. We're not sure what this current status is on getting that buggy back up and running. So we'll have to see what happens.
Well, for those of you just tuning in, thank you. My name is Dave Z.
I'm Bree Molitor.
And you're in Bridgeport, Texas for the season opener of the National Rock Racing Association, brought to you by Interco Tire.
That's right.
Yeah. Interco does so much for the series, does so much for rock racing in general. And who the heck doesn't have an Interco tire on their off-road Jeep or buggy?
They are ubiquitous at any rock race event.
Now look, I'm frantically motioning
Who is it?
to my friend Mr. John Campbell of Memphis fame. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know where everything's at? You know where everybody's sitting?
No, sir.
All right, John Campbell doesn't know yet, so how about that? What's that look like, Mr. Campbell?
That's good numbers right there.
John Campbell struggled last year. It looks like you really got this buggy dialed in.
Reject Fab, that whole different ball game. Joe Pierce and Phil have helped me through the phone, back and forth in the phone with the shocks. I mean, they're working awesome. Steve Morgan, RPM Performance. Got the motor running really good. Like I said, it's working. I just got to stay at it.
How about Sparky?
Clearly something's working for you, right?
Right.
Jason Sparks. Old Sparky. Let's see what he does.
Man, that made me happy right there.
Yeah, I bet he's glad for that.
20.02. 20.02.
So, John, if anybody has any questions for John Allen Campbell about his buggy or about his program, now is the chance to ask him. So, who else is helping you out? I know Steve from RPM. Now, Steve was not just he did a bang-up job for you.
No,
but what he did the past week for Timmy Sorensen.
Yeah, I mean, the hours they put in on that, and he went to work and did his normal job. I mean,
Adam Ringer, an old showgirl.
I think it's everybody's favorite Rockwell buggy, huh?
It's tough.
Wow.
15.92. Getting the top of that hill nice and smoothed out now.
That's insane.
Hey, Pam Williams, we definitely want to mention that Bob is working hard at Bikini Bottoms Off-Road Park. Said he's got a new hill he's working on for us, so we look forward to racing there later this season. If you'll be anywhere in the area, come on out and join us in person. Watch all this action live.
That's all.
No.
Yep, that's it.
All right, I just need to get a confirmation that that is all.
All right, well, we just got the word that was it for Hill 2.
Get back together.
Guess
Where's
we had a
Tim?
couple
Hold
that
on. We
couldn't get back together
where's
in time.
Timmy at? Hang on a second, people. We may be getting somebody hitting it in their trail rig here in a minute.
I'm gonna go see if I can find Timmy for you.
All right.
Thanks,
for
buddy.
joining us.
Thank you.
Right on. What a day of racing. Let me do this right over here. Yeah.
What happened to Scott?
What about Scott Goforth?
Yeah, we got a couple names on here that didn't make it for the second hill.
I believe
Unfortunately.
I believe Mike Welch. Mike Welch was broke. He broke on hill 1.
Yeah, something. Yeah.
Rear end.
Rear end. And I guess they weren't able to get a belt or whatever it was with Hitman.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I was really looking forward to DC. Hey, are they gonna break the beam? Of course, Clyde.
I'm waiting to hear.
Yeah.
We're waiting to hear
Yeah, we'll sure that
what
we're
we're
sure
gonna wrap
that
up with here.
Timmy Chuck Racing is gonna break the beam.
But we can get a confirmation. All right, can I get a confirmation that we are finished? with
And the
flight?
cockroach buggy, of course, I think got the worst of the carnage off hill 1. So Aaron Miller was
Okay,
not able to
we're
bring
not
that
done.
back out.
Look at all the people leaving the feed, but we're not done.
We're
about
not
to see.
done.
We're about to see DC Thompson get ignorant on this hill for
That's
Timmy
your
Chuck
favorite word
Racing.
for this weekend, Dave.
Well, I mean,
It's an applicable word.
yeah. Well, we're gonna wrap it up, and when DC hits it, we may come on back. We may just record it and put it online for our supporters later. Little special treat for the
A
supporters.
little something extra.
Hey, now if you want to become a supporter for the Southern Rock Racing Series and National Rock Racing Association, which brings this all to you, you can go to their Facebook page, hit Become a Supporter. There's a ton of different benefits of being a supporter. There are giveaways every month, Shirt of the Month Club, the whole 9 yards. It's a no-brainer.
There's some cool shirts too.
Are you a supporter?
Yes.
That's right. Bree Molitor's a supporter. You know I'm
Support you in my heart, Dave.
Thank you very much. Hey, we love you. We missed you. And
we have missed you.
Can't wait to see you guys in a couple weeks. Where are we going to be, Breezy?
We're getting to Windrock.
Oh,
Heading to
Whiprock.
Oliver Springs, Tennessee.
Well, somebody said they're under about 10 inches of water right now at Windrock.
I think all of Tennessee is under water right now.
So to Ray Merrill and Jessica Schultz and everybody in Tennessee, we'll see you soon. God bless every one of you, all right?